I have to begin by saying 250 million Americans are not garbage.
Who in the world thinks garbage truck will be such a big deal in the US election? Interestingly, Trump decided to leverage on this to be a garbage man, and it looks like it is working. His polls numbers are getting high, and even closing in at key areas in the swing state. Most polls are predicting his win, and it was a real strategy to have pulled that garbage man response. We also see other Republicans.
250 million Americans are not garbage. Without question, my supporters are far higher quality than Crooked Joe or Lion Kamala.
Trying to spin garbage into gold. That's what former President Trump attempted to do by donning a sanitation worker vest and driving a garbage truck, or at least sitting in one, in Wisconsin last night.
We definitely seeing how he maximized it to his advantage. He put on literally a garbage men worker suit and go on the truck like it is nobody's business. That was a great campaign strategy. He used this to bring attention to the president gaffe, which the White House came to deny that it was not meant for all his supporters, but rather was just the comedian himself. But it looks like it worked to Trump's advantage, looking at his meteoric rise with polls in the swing state.
Can you just address the president's comments yesterday referring to Trump supporter as garbage? Does he think less of Americans who support Trump than he does of those who do not? And two, why is he using that kind of rhetoric? How is that presidential?
So just to clarify, he was not calling Trump supporters garbage, which is why he put out, this is why he wanted to make sure that we put out a statement that clarified what he meant. So he was regarding to the comedian, and I quote, "I referred to the hateful rhetoric about Puerto Rico spewed by Trump's supporter at his Madison Square Garden rally as garbage, which is the only word I can think of to describe it. His demonization of Latinos is unconscionable. That's all I meant to say. The comments at the rally don't reflect who we are as a nation." No, he does not view Trump supporters or anybody who supports Trump as garbage. That is not what he views.
His language was not specific. It came out, if you were listening to that video.
I was in the room, Amr. I was in the room.
Years. And just the other day, a speaker at his rally called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. Well, let me tell you something. I don't know the Puerto Rican that I know, or Puerto Rico where I'm in my home state of Delaware. They're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization of Latinos is unconscionable, and it's un-American. It's totally contrary to everything we've done, everything we've been.
Crooked Joe Biden finally said what he and Kamala really think of our supporters. He called them garbage. No way. No way. My response to Joe and Kamala is very simple. You can't lead America if you don't love Americans. That's true.
Press. And just to give a little bit more context to this, White House press officials did alter those official transcripts of a call in which President Joe Biden appeared to take a swipe at supporters of former President Donald Trump, drawing objections from the federal workers who document such remarks for posterity. This is according to two U.S. government officials and an internal email that was obtained today by the Associated Press.
He damn near killed himself getting into a garbage truck. You would think over 80 years you would understand how a tariff works. Smarter people than Donald Trump, which is a good chunk of folks, CEOs of companies like Black & Decker, AutoZone, and Columbia have gone on the record to say if Donald Trump goes forward with this plan, they will simply have to raise prices and pass it on to you. Donald Trump saying China will pay for those tariffs the same way Mexico paid for the wall. It's not going to happen.
Finally, as you can see, he leveraged all this to his advantage, and the polls are really in his favor. And I think this is one of the major campaign strategy of Donald Trump. He wore the garbage suit to draw attention to President Biden comments, to gain more attention, which is driving his numbers. That was truly an art of the deal.